Good morning and welcome to my language learning series, Speak Marghi in Seconds. Today I'm going to teach you how to say good morning, how to say good afternoon, and how to say good night. Now, as a beginner, we have to learn the rituals of Marghi language. The first thing when you meet somebody in the morning is to say good morning. And to say good morning in Marghi is abar pidara. Usually in interrogations, which I have a video on Marghi interrogations, to interrogate you would always begin with abar, which means how. I shall explain the meaning later. So abar pidara is good morning. Abar pidara. Good afternoon. Abar pekera. Abar pekera. Abar pekera. Can you try it? Abar pekera. That's the good afternoon. And good night, usually in Marghi, we do not have a word, so to say, straight for good night, as you would say, but there is a kind of a translation. You don't greet when you meet somebody, you greet abarra. Abarra, which means how or how are you. At night, usually you would say good night, bidding somebody good night because you are going to bed. You would say hi azgu. Hi azgu. Hi azgu means until tomorrow, but it's translated good night. And so, beginning to learn your Marghi, you now know how to say abar pidara, abar pekera, hi azgu. Now, when you say these things, how do you respond? Usually, the response is when someone tells you abar pidara, you would answer lapia or pidalapia. Abar pidara, lapia. So, the response is usually lapia. Abar pekera, lapia. But for good night, you would always respond good night, which means when someone says hi azgu, you would say hi azgu. There are other ways of expressing this. I shall explain more in other subsequent videos so that you will learn the different ways of expressing the same thing. But as beginners, let us take this. So, to cap up all we have done today, you now know how to say abar pidara, lapia. Abar pekera, lapia. Hi azgu, hi azgu. And so, I wish you well in learning. So keep practicing and then you would perfect yourself. Okay, hi askari. I want to say hi askari, which means goodbye. So, hi askari.